Ladies and gentlemen, podcast viewers of adult ages, allow me the pleasure of introducing tonight's entertainment. Brought to you courtesy of the Antisocial Network. The incredible, the mysterious, and of course alluring, Misbehaving's Redrum. Shake a tail feather for us, on with the show.
Oh, I love shaking a tail feather with you all. It's Tuesday. And look it's me, Miss B. They call me Misbehaving for a reason. And I'm glad that you're here to check it out with me. If you're new to the scene, yes, we've got fun around here. Very alluring, very mysterious. Actually, no, I'm not so mysterious because I'm an open fucking book. Ask me anything, I promise I'll tell you a hell of a lot more than what you want to know. But that's why you're here with me today, to see what my show is all about, right?
And I'm gonna pull back the curtain, knock down the fourth wall a little bit, and share with all of you. I have the unique chance every week. We come on here, we do wrestle shoot, I hang out in the studio, and I produce Miss B's show. And every single week, I get to watch while you guys are watching the intro. I get to watch her reacting to the intro, getting all psyched up to get on the air. It's fucking magic. It's so much fun.
I believe I am magic. And
Yeah.
guess what? All of you are too if you just tap into it. So hopefully, with being here with me, you can see how I do it. Not saying it's the right way, but it's my way and it's working for me. At least I'll fake it to, well, actually, no, I don't really fake anything, but I will include you in my experiences as I'm going through my fucked up journey too. We all find each other. All right. All of us rejects, right? I don't know. We're not all rejects. That's just what society ended up telling us one time or another. And it's not true. We are beautiful. And it is time for you to also say it to you too. You are fucking beautiful. And that's what we're going to start out with, just once again, preaching. It's not preaching if it's the truth. Yes. Everybody says, oh, you preach so much. It's a good thing. But no, it's not preaching if it's true. Just open up your ears.
No. I think you're missing
See
the
it
point.
too.
I think you're missing the point. People aren't saying you're preaching too
No.
much. People are saying they love what you're saying. Preach, sister.
Preach, sister. I get it, but sometimes we have to clarify what we want to make sure that you can live your truth. Truth is what makes us, because if you walk around telling yourself lies and telling everybody else lies, it just ends up making you a liar. We don't want to be liars. So stop lying to yourself. If you are putting yourself down, if you are putting everything around you down, you got to start finding some light. And that light comes within you. Yes, I'm talking about you. And also these babies too, because, oh my, I'm feeling pretty luscious today. Anyway, all right. Sorry, I get sidetracked. If I could find me walking around, I would definitely do me. Yes, I enjoy being me. Sometimes, because yes, life will make you doubt yourself. And we got to stop doubting ourselves. If you tuned in with me last Tuesday, I'm glad to see you here today. But if you haven't, and this is the first time you watching, you could go back to Antisocial Network and see all of the things that you missed, even if you just muted it and just looked at me. Yeah, that would be something you wouldn't want to miss either, I promise. So, anyway, as we are here trying to find our light, do you feel the light? Let me take some of this off. Y'all know once the show starts, we have to take off I say the rose colored glasses because a lot of us live in rose colored glasses, that fantasy that everything is perfect. Their illusion is perfect. Well, all those stuffy people that think that they have that pretty illusion life with that 2.5 children and the dog and all that stuff. Are they really happy? Some, yes. I have made my life very much creating a foundation, and I didn't really realize the foundation that I was creating throughout all of my life until now, when I've realized I have so many blessings. Yeah, I fucked up. Everybody makes mistake. Raising children, buying cars, getting mortgages, all that material stuff, right? Well, the children, they're not really material. They're products. We just got to do our best to try to get out a good product, and that's okay. If they trip, they stumble, they fall, who are they always going to call? Yes, they're going to call you and say, fix it. Well, guess what? Sometimes you have to realize that others have to fix their own stumbles. And that's hard for us. That's hard for me. I care a lot about everybody in my life, and that includes you. But we also have to take responsibility for our own shit. Yes, shit. Because a lot of that stuff is not really good stuff. It might be what the world is throwing at you. You might want to see that, oh my God, me doing for you is such a good thing. Well, a lot of times we end up taking on other people's shit. All right. Now, I could see if we were taking on somebody else's need for help and actually was appreciated for those things, right? Of like, oh my God, yes, this was needed. And just with a little teamwork, we could get it done. That is a positive thing. But when you end up letting people just put all their shit on you, you end up not smelling the flowers anymore. You just smell like shit. I like to be the shit. I don't want to smell like shit no more. And that means we have to release some things and show it to the door. If they are not serving the purpose for you and the things that actually you're trying to be positive about, we kind of have to put it in a bag, throw it to those people's door, and say, here's a lighter. Light your own shit. All right. Because I'm sitting here lighting mine. We have to be positive about our ambitions. Even if you might not have a support team to say, oh my God, you are amazing. Thank you, Rob, for telling me I'm amazing. No, oh, I'm sorry. You didn't say that, did you? Rob, I know I'm an amazing person, right? Tell me more. Why are you
I
here?
think I think your intro says it all, darling.
Hi, darling. How are you today?
I think you have the second best intro on the network.
So we're fine tuning that. I am so excited to be playing with all this stuff. Well, it's not actually me playing with it. It's my awesome OG producer, Mr. Rob Wild, y'all. He
Where?
is the host with the most next to me. But if I didn't have him, I couldn't never get out to you all. So I want to say thank you, Mr. Wild,
Oh,
for enjoying me as much as I'm trying to enjoy me too. It's been a rough road, but yeah, we're fine tuning some things for those that have continuously came back to see me. We're working out some new backgrounds, and I'm trying to find my technology itch. All right, which it needs to be a skill, not just an itch, because when I itch, I feel very insecure because all the technology, I can't stand it. It makes my huge brain just spin a little bit more, right? But I've got Rob, and Rob's gonna make me beautiful with no glitches. So if
that's
I'm
all
glitch,
we need. All I need to do is make sure you run smoother. You got the rest.
I got the rest. I got it. I know I do. So I'm actually excited to flaunt what I do have
Fuck yeah.
in just a couple of days for anybody that is in the Chicagoland area. Uh, I'm going to give a little shout out to Exotica. If you don't know what Exotica is and you're into all of that sexy sexiness, check out Exotica this weekend. I and my lovely DOC, he's going to escort me to make sure I don't get in too much trouble. But we get to go and shake our tail feather and maybe find a couple other feathers to join in. We're going to the Rosemont Convention Center, well, the arena, I should say. For Exotica, which is a sex Comic Con. And yes, Misbehaving is all about the alluring, mysterious sex, but I'm very loud about it. Because, yes, even if you're not into sex, everybody has those little fantasies and your imagination of what life really could be for you. And I'm not saying go out there and become a sex addict. I'm not saying go out there and become a porn star. All right. Which I could. Yes. No, we're not doing that because guess what? I'm on other missions, all about shaking the tail feather and getting the word out that Misbehaving is coming out to play real soon. The weather here in Chicago is breaking, and I've been talking about it. And boy, when the sun shines, I just get so excited. And yes, excitement comes in all forms. So, whatever ends up making you shake a tail feather, go do it. And I've never actually got to go to the Comic Con, my sexual Comic Con, which I should. I should be on main stage. Yes, of course, I should. But that's not really me. Mine comes natural with just all my excitement and my passion and me just wanting to have fun with everybody. So we're going to go check that out this weekend. And I really hope that you tune in next Tuesday to see what all of my weekend adventures brought me. And maybe my smile will even be bigger up to the rim of my hat. Who knows? I'm looking forward to it though. I love bringing in new people. Uh, the best thing about my job is I see a lot of strangers. But in the end, after we meet, we're not strangers anymore. And that doesn't mean that you have to flirt. That doesn't mean that you have to be a little bit more for people. You just got to be you. And the best part of my day is just being me. All day long, I see people, and when they come to walking up to me, it is, let's shine. I don't care how gloomy it is outside. Let's share some light. Let's share some love for those that spend a lot of time alone and maybe not have any family or a social life because you may have some anxieties and whatnot of just being around people. Yeah, we tend to feel like people suck and the world sucks. But guess what? It's about you and how much light you can shine throughout all of the suckiness and the sucky people. Uh, I love being able to see Frowny Frank and making sure that he feels like a smiley Steve. And oh my God, we love our Steves. You know, affordable dumpster rental. He just makes me blush so much. If you don't know what that's about, go back to last week. You'll see my love of my life that I'll never meet. Yeah.
You know he's here right now.
Hey, I would love a drive-by from my Steve.
Well, let me let him in. Hang on a second.
Knock, knock.
Thanks for calling Affordable Dumpster Rental. This is Steve. How can I help you today?
Well, that was a fast answer. Hi, Steve. So long story short, I'm getting ready to put my home in the market. I have 20 years of junk I need to get rid of as soon as possible. Can I get a quote, please?
I would be happy to help you. Let's find you the perfect dumpster for your project.
That was so easy, Steve. A huge load off my mind. I honestly thought renting a dumpster would cost a lot more money. I'm so glad I called Affordable Dumpster Rental. 5 stars to you, Steve.
5 stars to Affordable Dumpster Rental, actually.
That's
Due
right.
to the fact that we work with so many customers all across the country, we are able to offer discounted professional contractors rates to everybody.
Professional.
Every day. Thanks again for calling. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Steve. We'll miss you.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good seeing you.
Absolutely.
I
love.
taught Steve everything he knows.
Uh-oh. Are you going to be our savior too, Rob? I
Me?
don't know.
Hardly. I'm barely keeping Wrestle Shoot on track, man.
Russell. Yes, we like to wrestle too, but that's all
Well-
right. I hope y'all were able to see Russell shoot right before you came and tuned in to me. If not, make sure that you tune in to Russell Shoot on Tuesdays once again. And don't forget my fave, Ghosted on Monday nights, right here on Antisocial Network. And yes, in between to wrap out all of our shows, you get to see me and you get to go to bed fantasizing, saying, ooh, what kind of imagination can I be tonight? Yes. God damn. I'm sorry, I get sidetracked. Anybody knows me. Anyway, so hey, get sidetracked with yourself. Go stand in front of the mirror. I don't care if you look frumpy. Get up, go find a mirror.
Can I get sidetracked real quick?
Please.
Okay, so these two clowns right here are thrilled that you just said your favorite show is Ghosted.
Yes.
And now they are just in my ear bugging the hell out of me because they want to hear the song.
Oh, well, play the Ghosted song. I love it.
If you insist.
I insist.
My favorite show is Ghosted. My favorite show is hosted by Rob and Doug, two clowns and new Doug. Ghost videos being roasted. Antisocial network where it all began. The boys had an idea that seems rather grand. Rob and Doug were crazy for giving it a shot,
Yes,
but
we
they
were.
did, and it was fucking hot. Ghosted, looking for some truth. Ghosted, through the bullshit on YouTube. Ghosted, uncensored, no limits, no sugar-coated talk. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls.
Yes!
This new Doug thing. On those killer clowns. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls. Ghosted rocks, cause your boys got balls.
Yes!
Fuck yeah.
Yay!
Thank you for indulging us.
I love that. I love that. And anything that gets me bouncing has got my approval. 10 stars, baby. 10 stars. That was cool. I absolutely love the freedom of the creativity that we get to have around here. And I am so looking forward to having my creativity get organized because, yes, as of right now, I am all fucked up. And I promise you, once this chaos gets a little tame, which ain't nobody can really tame me, but once it does, we are on a roll. And I feel like, in the beginning, yeah, everybody has trials and errors, and we start learning. And this is the experience of life. How do you know if you don't go out and do? And
And
that's
you and me and Doug and Chris, like the four of us are prime examples of let's just throw this against the fucking wall and see if it sticks, right? Because
oh yeah.
Wrestle Shoot was started by myself and Michael Porter on terrestrial radio 78 years ago. Long time ago.
Holy shit.
And
Hey,
then we
Bob, you wear that age really well then. What are you doing?
and then we carried that over to TV where we did it on a television format. We went back to radio. And then I went my way and Mr. Porter went to Los Angeles and continued Wrestle Shoot. Well, when he passed, Chris and I said, let's just go. Wrestle Shoot is mine. Now that Mike is gone, Wrestle Shoot is mine. So let's do it. And we had no idea how we were going to run at it. So we threw it against the wall and it grabbed traction so quick we couldn't believe it. So then I had this idea for Ghosted. And I'm like, okay, I've got to sell Chris and Doug on this idea that's probably going to fall on its face, right? This probably isn't going to work, but we don't know until we try. Both of them are like, fuck yeah. So we were crazy for giving it a shot, but we did, and it was fucking hot, dude. Ghosted is sick. And now I was chasing you for a good 4 months
Chase me, baby.
on
Chase me.
why are you
Sorry.
not doing a show with us? And you're like, what the fuck kind of show am I going to do? I don't know. Let's find out. And we just said, fuck it, threw it against the wall. And look, your numbers rival the top of the company. Like you put on a
Aw,
very
I think
entertaining
it's
show.
only because I got these thingies. That's
No,
about it. No?
not even kind of. No.
If you all love me, give me a like. A love. Actually, I want hearts. I'm not a thumbs up kind of girl. I want love, and I want you to share it, and I want you to tell all your friends. Come on down to the Antisocial Network because this is where we've got it going down. And yeah,
And we haven't said this in a while, Miss B, but Redrum, send us money.
send us money. So
God
if
damn it.
anybody finds me alluring and mysterious and wants to just join our little family here and maybe help us out with your donations for Miss B to be able to travel and do all my little things that I would like to do, all to include you all with me. So
And a parade is going to fucking happen come hell or high water. We are going to New Orleans as a network and we are having us a fucking parade.
So that's kind of what my goal is, even though we just celebrated Fat Tuesday on March 5th, which just a little over a month ago. But we have 11 months approximately because, Fat Tuesday changes every year, just like the Easter Bunny, which is coming to invade my birthday this year. Yes, in less than 2 weeks, 420, the freaking bunny is hopping on in. And I don't really know how I feel about it because throughout my life, I said, wait a minute, it's not Easter. Sorry, little baby Jesus, we love you. But you brought me here to shine on my birthday too. And everybody kind of overlooks it. So I think this year we're just going to invite the bunny over and we're going to go ahead and toke it out with him and see if he could actually hang with the 420s. All right. Because that is our day. He only comes around every couple of years. We get to enjoy that as much as we want, right? Every day is my birthday, my dear. Twice a day. In my world, actually, probably about 200 a day, but we can definitely celebrate twice a day, no matter where you're at. Anyway, celebrate me. It's a good time. Anyway, on that note, it is about celebrate you. I don't care what day it is. I don't care what time it is. If you feel the need that you just need a little pick me up, yeah, celebrate you. Put on those fuck yeah. We say fuck around here, and that's what I say. Fuck yeah. Celebrate you. Because let me tell you, throughout all the chaos in this world, things get us down. We end up reacting on other people's shit. And it gets us down. And throughout all of these life's challenges, we tend to put on a lot. And we might be real strong, but sometimes strength has to come in other forms. And if your muscles don't get it done, it's got to come from the heart. The heart tells you that you are extremely strong. But the heart also will tell you, hey, talk to the belly if the heart hasn't actually come through. What you feel in here is called intuition. If something doesn't feel right, either walk away, toss it out, or pay no mind to it. Act like you're deaf. Because once you let that into you, you start like festering in it. And that's what my journey has been about throughout these past couple months. It's been my whole life. But here on this network, I get to actually express how it makes me feel. And that makes me feel happy because I sometimes feel like nobody in my life actually hears anything that is actually festering in me. And that's why I came to Rob and said, hey, Rob, you have the world. Will you let me in? And that's where you come in. Thank you for being part of my world because I get to express all the things that actually make me smile and sometimes put a frown on it. But I'm real good about turning that upside down. Keep shining. That is exactly what my message it always is. You are so bright. I don't care how much light you feel is coming on. If you don't feel that light from above, you got to resonate from within, I should say. But bring it out because you are the light that will make your world shine brighter. And that is always the most important. If we can do that on a daily, and I know, like in sobriety, it says one day at a time, right? Well, sometimes we have to take it one moment at a time because the day just seems like it just goes on and on and on. And can we turn it on and off? I can't turn it on and off. Once that is on, it starts really messing with you. So the only way that you can make it turn off is deal with your shit. You're never going to release that stuff if you can't find a way to either make you feel right about it or if it's not feeling right, move on. Let go. If it's not yours, you could give support to others. But let's not add on more to ourselves. Our lives, everybody has their own stuff that they're going through. If you are feeling as if you could be a positive light in others, even strangers, I like strangers because it's moments that they'll carry me with them for their days. Not just me, but you too. Go make a friend with a stranger for just a moment. Not all strangers may say, oh my God, you just made me shine. No, we make ourselves shine. It just, some things make us think and say, you know what? You're right. I am beautiful. You're beautiful. You just shared your smile with me. I want to share a smile with somebody else too. And I'm so glad that I'm here with you. Look, my light just got a little bit brighter and I felt like it was shining upon me right now. That's where all of you, I am so grateful for, because without somebody actually watching me, as crazy as I may be sometimes, I actually have a lot of light to pass on. I hope that that's the reason why you're sticking around and not just because, oh, let's see what the train wreck is going to say next. I am not a train wreck. I'm the best action film around, baby. I could be in a porno, but no, I want an exciting time. And that's what our mission is to see how much we can grow. So that's what we're doing with Antisocial Network, and myself too. This experience, when I was at my lowest, I said, why would somebody want me to come and represent with them? Well, because somebody else also saw that I shine so bright. I could get your attention. It might be negative sometimes. Don't bring that out in me. Yes, that is the truth. Don't bring that out in me. I respond to the world the way that the world responds to me. But I ended up seeing that the world was getting a little evil. And yeah, there's times, there's people. It's about what you actually want to portray on that evil. Let's stop it at the door, okay? If you continue to smile and say, you know what? It's going to be okay. I've got love for you, even though they might not have love for you. Not that they don't have it for you. Maybe they just don't know how to actually express it. Maybe they've never felt it themselves. And that's where we come in. Because if you know how to love on yourself, that's when we can share with the world a little bit more positivity. And maybe if each and every one of us did that and stayed positive in life, even through all the fucked up shit that sometimes comes our way, bam, it smacks you in the face. You never know when that shit's going to happen. But if we know how to breathe in our strength, exhale our weaknesses, I promise your power comes in positivity. And it starts with you. So we need to remember that these are only moments in our life. And the people that you life is absolutely up to you. If something doesn't resonate or feel good, walk away from it. Maybe not indulge in it so much. If we're forced to deal with a problem, okay, let's get through it. But is it going to be, are we going into it with a fuck you attitude? Yeah, we want to say, fuck you. You're right. But if it's stuff that we absolutely have to be an adult about, yeah, we all said, oh my God, when I grow up, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And I can't wait to grow up. Well, of course we couldn't wait to grow up because we had no clue what being a growing up actually was. And being a growing up doesn't actually mean that you have to take on all those responsibilities. You might have a silver spoon in your mouth and feel entitled and all that other shit. Whatever. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about we all wished to be grown, But when we grew up, we didn't realize that this thing called life, it's real. If you look at it as real life or not, it's still here. All the stuff that you don't deal with is still going to be there. So you do have to pick and choose the responsible things, and of course, some things that tear on your heart. We give second chances to things that we know are not right, but we do it because our heart says this is worth giving a second chance to. But our mind and our soul, which is definitely more important because that's what ends up carrying on with you for infinity. I don't know what you may believe, and that's okay if it's not the same that I believe, but I absolutely do believe that our spirits and our soul are going to carry on forever. And what you do in this life, I promise, carries on with the next, whatever that life may be. It may be that we're just particles floating in space. It doesn't matter. All that shit will continue to stick onto you. All right. You remember back in the day, it was those little Velcro balls, and you would throw them and it just sticks all over you. We need to be able to release some of all that sticky shit, all that stuff that makes you feel like just, ew, what is this? Get all that sticky shit off of you. Sticky may be good when you're having a moment of fun, but sticky is not good when you actually have to live that shit. What are you chiming?
Sticky is always fun.
Sticky is fun sometimes. Sticky is fun. Yeah.
So I actually thought that why not make this announcement on your show?
Of
Just,
course. Come on,
just
bring
that
me the stick. Bring me the stick, baby.
Chris and I have been talking about just doing a little bit of rebranding for the network and maybe to make it easier for people to find us on our socials and YouTube. Instead of Antisocial Network, we would just go under the acronym of ASN for a while.
ASN.
Yeah.
ASN. 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 Yeah, you just heard me. Find us. You're watching
yeah.
right now.
Well,
Hit
on
the
YouTube, you can
subscribe.
find us at ASN for Life. At ASN for Life.
For
We have a
life,
Facebook
baby.
group, ASN now. Go ahead and check us out over there too. Just wanted to make that big announcement right here on Redrum.
That is an announcement. For life. ASN. Yes. We may be antisocial, but guess what? We are the most social, lovable bunch that you want to be part of. So, yes, like, subscribe, share, talk. We love when people talk about us, even the haters, baby, because you keep us relevant. So, you keep on talking. Anyway, yes, we don't want haters. We want lovers. Will you be my lover tonight? Yeah. Anyway, I think that was a song.
Oh, shit. Sorry to be all about me on your show. One more kick-ass announcement. Mr. Casanova was able to find a very old lost episode of Wrestle Shoot that we did on a different network entirely with the great Buff Bagwell.
Yes!
So we're going to chop some stuff out. We're getting ready to start throwing clips up of that.
Absolutely. Buff's the stuff. He's got awesome hats just like me. Well, his top hat is a little old. Mine's a little bit better now, but I guess old is nostalgia, baby. Buff Bagwell. I've actually had a couple of experiences with old Buff. Yeah, he is the stuff. In more ways than one. Yeah. You choose. I don't know. That's your opinion. Mine too. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put my specs on. Since we're doing all this promo for everybody, I want to do a prayer for you all. And no, and me. But we're all going to take a little heart to this, hopefully. And remember, and we gotta give ourselves some props. These I love. I don't know what the message for today is going to be, and it's perfect because it's at our 5-minute warning. So I only grabbed a few. I'm not a shuffler. I don't play cards too well. I don't have a poker face. You definitely can see. Oh, all right. You could see my expression and my joy all over, or even if I had a shitty hand. But I don't think that these cards are shitty hands. So, 5-minute warning. Once you fall in love with yourself, their game is over. Damn. I think that was a direct message to me. Once you fall in love with yourself, their game is over. So if you feel as if you've got a whole bunch of pressure on yourself because of other people, and you don't feel too good about yourself because somebody's telling you that you are low or not as good for them or worth or value, think about it. You need to find love with yourself in order to be able to show yourself. That's why we're here. Thank you for letting me fall in love with myself again. All right, moving on. Remember that though. Fuck what others think. Do what makes you happy. I fucking love these cards. Yes. Fuck what others think. Do what makes you happy. That is exactly what we're talking about. Hell yeah. Y'all make me happy, and that's why I'm here. I hope I make you happy. I want to make everybody happy. Dear stress, fuck you. That's the greatest one ever. That's where I'm going to end it. 3 is the magic number. Dear stress, fuck you. We only make our stresses ourselves. What are you going to stress on? Don't. It's only a moment. With that being said, I'm going to leave you with 3 words, 8 letters, 1 meaning. I love you. A kiss for me. Mwah. A kiss for you. Mwah. A kiss. Mwah. To share with someone new. I'll see you next Tuesday, baby. Have a good week.